What up, Bulls Nation? The streak is over. First day of March, first win in a long time. Bulls take down the Bucks 120-97 using a massive 27-0 run spanning late in the third into most of the fourth to break that pesky losing streak. We'll break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our CHGO Xfinity Loft here in downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls postgame presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app with code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whenever the moment is never ordinary at Bet365. Thanks for being here, Bulls Nation. Hit that like if you're hanging out in the chat. We don't need a tank spin tonight because that's a Bulls W, but still, hit the like button. Share the joy. It's free. I'm Peck, Bulls_Peck. That's Big Dave. Bow. BAWL Sports, our guy. Kicking the controls. I want to know what Joey C. What up, Joey?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Do that.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh, he really doesn't do it.
He really don't.
You didn't know.
Bulls win. Again. Bulls win. Been a long time. Bulls win. Entire month. Bulls win. 0-11. Bulls win. Bucks are terrible. Bulls win. Bulls win, though. Bulls win. One more for yourself, Joey C. Bulls win. And one for Ben Johnson. Bulls win. The Cali, sir. We'll take it.
Ben Johnson in the house.
Ben Johnson in the house.
Ben Johnson in the house. Bulls figure out how to win. Coincidence?
Scottie Pippen.
Coincidence? Scotty in the house.
Scotty in the house, too.
Hey, shout out to Scotty, man.
Yeah.
Great to see him in that building.
Yeah, it was.
Made my heart warm.
It was.
Our guy, Willie Go Gottlieb, will not join us later on tonight's postgame because he is taking care of business elsewhere. But he'll be back tomorrow. 120-97 again is the final, Dave. The Bulls, from about the minute 12 mark of the third into past the midway point of the fourth, went on a 27-0 run. Then the Bucks managed to get a couple free throws. Then they split a pair of free throws. But we were, were we inside of 4 minutes, 3 minutes before the Bucks finally made a field goal in the fourth quarter?
That happened.
A quarter that they lost 33-8. We've seen some impressively bad basketball from our beloved Bulls.
We have.
In this past month of February.
Sure.
We turned the calendar, and the Bucks came to town and said, hey, we'll do you one better.
That's right.
Check out this suckage.
Yeah.
What? Wow, Bucks. You know what? Wow. Great stuff. Elite level basketball right there.
Yeah.
Oof.
That was putrid.
Yeah.
Absolutely putrid. Hey, Julia. That was bad. Like, horrible basketball from them. Went and looked it up because, when stuff like that happens, I'm very curious to know these things. I was like, is that the lowest amount of points scored in a quarter ever? No. That honor goes to the Miami Heat, who scored 6 points in a NBA game. But it does place the Bucks at number 6 all time for lowest amount of points scored. So it took a truly historic, horrific, putrid, and may I add, performance from the Bucks, and the Bulls took full advantage of it, which is what you should do when a team cannot hit shots. They were just coming down and chucking up threes, and that was it. And it didn't go in, and the Bulls took full advantage of it, which is what you're supposed to do. And listen, guys, you're not going to lose them all. Like, it's just impossible to do. And I like the fact that they won it on a night where the two guys that are going to be your future have some really good games for you, especially Josh Giddey. Had his best game since returning, since we've seen him come back.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. This was clearly his best game. And for me, honestly, it was good to see because I was starting to be a little concerned about him. So it was good to see him have this kind of game and a triple-double that I actually felt.
Yeah.
And you felt that triple-double that he had from the first quarter all the way to the end of the game. Incredibly involved, watching him, as you pointed out, Matt, take pull-up threes out here, like, and hitting them and putting them in, and some of the alley-oops he was throwing. That one he threw to Nick Richards.
Oh, my goodness.
Disgusting. You're going to see that being played again today through those NBA social medias, man. But, yeah, just a really, really excellent game by him. It was great to feel him out there on the floor. 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists for Josh Giddey, man, and a plus 26. Awesome stuff. I'm just honestly, I'm very happy to see that from him, man. He only went to the line once. Wow. 5 of 11 from the three-point line. Like, I'm really happy to see him have the game that he had for this team, man, because, again, he is going to be your guy of the future along with Matas Buzelis. We'll get into a little later on, too. But he was the one in this game, Matt. Mm-hmm. He set the tone for the Chicago Bulls, and he didn't force anything. It felt like he was just letting the game kind of come to him. He got to play his game. We saw him hitting shots that we hadn't seen before. That pull-up, I saw him hit a mid-range, like just kind of fade away mid-range. I'm like, what? Since when? Don't matter. Cash money. And it worked for him. So, yeah, the Bulls picked up a big victory, and I'm glad that the players got to do that because that has to suck.
Yeah.
Going 0-11 for that length of time, not seeing any end in sight. It's good for them to walk away and get this kind of victory.
Yeah, I see some people in the chat talking about, like, oh, man, like, really risky result there. Now the Bulls just one win back of Milwaukee. Somebody else said, okay, good, back to losing now, please, Leonard, in the chat. I'm fine getting a win right now.
Sure.
You just went winless for a month.
A month, bro.
A month. Like, if nothing else, for the mental health of these players.
Yes, seriously.
Like, okay, way to get that monkey off your back.
Yeah.
Mike Elm in the chat saying Giddey was moving like he's healthy again. And Dave, as you were just talking about, like, to me, I agree, and I think that's what was maybe starting to be a bit concerning, is that he just did not look like himself when he was playing in those handful of games coming back from injury. They were easing him and Trey Jones back, trying to keep their minutes, reasonable. I believe I saw when Billy was talking pregame that the plan was starting today that Josh and Trey are going to up their minutes a little bit more. Josh maybe 30-plus, Trey Jones in the 26 to 28-minute neighborhood. Trey Jones did end up playing 28, and Josh 32. And it's not just that Josh played that many minutes, but it's that he looked comfortable.
Yeah.
He looked like himself.
He did.
Which is, not a major, but at least a somewhat sigh of relief, because there was some hitch in his giddy up when he was trying, no pun intended, when he was trying to, get himself back into playing form. And I mean, it's a classic Giddey game, man. 2014 and 10, and very efficient, knocking down threes, very including efficient. That one. He just came off a dribble handoff and just pulled up and in rhythm off the dribble, and you don't see that often from Josh, but you love when you do. And as you said, also setting up his teammates. We'll see if this game and the just gift of a crap fourth quarter from the Bucks is something that the Bulls used to their advantage to try and build some sort of momentum, because this was game 6 of a 7-game homestand. You got one more home game on Tuesday. Then you go out west for a 5-game trip. You got to play both LA teams. You got to play the Warriors on that trip. You got the Kings in there too. Yeah. So, it's not like a gauntlet of, oh, geez, we might go 0-5 on this road trip. But, you just lost how many in a row at home? Yeah. Doesn't seem like home and road matters much right now for this Bulls team that's struggling to get these new pieces to fit in. Guys aren't healthy. They were without Pat and Jalen again today, on top of everything else. But if Giddey is healthy and playing the way he plays at his peak, and Matas is, knock on wood, healthy and playing at his peak that we've seen him be capable of, then they might be able to not just stay in games but win one or two that doesn't require them to have their opponent give them a 8-point fourth quarter. Yeah. Like they won this game by 23 points when it was all said and done. They did. I don't see any more 20-point victories coming for the Bulls this season. Yeah. That seems like a rarity. It's rare right now. Rare. But like you said, those two guys in particular, Giddey and Matas, any game between now and the regular season finale, when they both play well, regardless of the result, Bulls fans got to be encouraged. Yeah, I was too. Again, like I said, I was starting to get a little worried about him. Just the mental of him, as you mentioned earlier, that many losses, you worry about the mental.
but just how he looked and how he was playing, and teams and the way they were defending him and playing up on him, bro. Like, he just looked different. But it's a classic Giddey stat line, but the difference is I felt it the entire game. And sometimes you can have those triple-double games and just look at the stat sheet and you filled up the stat sheet and that's it. But he was absolutely instrumental in getting this victory for the Bulls. He wanted it, and you saw it, and encouraging his teammates, and the pass and the assisting that he made, the rebounds he had. Like, Billy wasn't taking him out the game, bro. Like, he's like, I saw somebody ask, like, oh, there it is. Giddey shouldn't have been in there the last 5 minutes. Why risk it? Because Billy is like, dude, 0-11, all right?
Win.
I'm getting this win, all right? There's no way I am walking out of here without this victory. That's why you saw those guys in there until pretty much like 1 minute to go. And then he was like, oh, okay, fine. Because this weighs on everyone. This is a new situation for all those guys, especially the young guys who, come from programs where they're used to winning. It's new for them. Josh Giddey isn't used to playing like this. He played Team Australia and all that other stuff. He's trying to win all the time. Just what it is. Billy Donovan's not used to this. He's losing because, he's been here, but he's always been trying to win all the time. So when they have this opportunity, they took it, and they should. I had no problem with that because, like I said, you're not going to lose them all and you're not going to win them all. That's just not how it works. I don't care how bad you are, how good you are. A L is coming at some point in time, and a W is coming at some point in time. And it happened to be today for the Bulls. Now, the Bucks definitely got off to some real, strong leads, especially in that second quarter.
Yeah.
They were
up
tried to
15
put
and
the
a half.
Bulls out. Yeah, they really tried to take them out, and they tried to continue it into that third quarter, but the Bulls never, ever went away. And with that 1 minute left in that third, I don't know what happened, but that switch went off for the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bulls continued to press on and continue on, man. And Josh Giddey continued to attack, continued to get guys involved, getting the ball over to Sexton, who also had a good game for the Bulls, getting the ball over to Nick Richards for that crazy dunk, who also had a solid game for the Bulls. But it was all built around and run around Josh Giddey and the game he played. And you say this all the time about Giddey, Matt. When it comes to his turnovers, you don't trip on if he has 4 or 5 turnovers, if he's got like 10 or 11 assists. Like, it's okay. You'll live with that.
You live with it.
Exactly. You'll live with that, and you'll take that. And that's exactly what he did today. Like, oh, okay, 4 turnovers. He had some bad turnovers. But you don't trip on none of that because he had 10 assists. You're like, oh, okay, bet. And you threw a really cool couple of alley-oops that I thought was pretty cool. One of them got taken away by Bobby Portis. But you looked really good out there with your assist and with your distribution and getting guys involved out there on the floor. Yes, you'll live with that all day long. I will take the flaws of the turnovers if that is what is going to come with it, man. So, yeah, I can't say enough just about how good he played and how good it was for me to see him actually play like this. I'm like, yes, bro. Like, thank you. Like, letting us know that, yeah, maybe the injury was bothering him a little bit, maybe getting reacclimated to new guys and new teammates and things like that on your squad, finding out who he can lean on now because can't lean on Ayo no more, can't lean on Kobe no more, can't lean on Vooch no more. Who is going to be the salve I can lean on? Who's going to be the big guy I can give the ball to and do something? How do you like the basketball? Do you like alley-oops? Do you like your three-point shots? Like, all that stuff he's got to figure out on the fly. And it connected today, and I felt like he gained some leverage in that today with his teammates, man, and that's honestly really good to see.
Yeah, regarding Josh's turnovers, we talked in our post-game show. What was that, Thursday night? About how just like this entire Bulls team has been struggling with turnovers recently because they're trying to figure out how to play with a bunch of new teammates, and they're short, undermanned, and a lot of their regular rotation guys are out. Mm-hmm. That leads to a lot of sloppy basketball. After their loss Thursday, they had 20-plus turnovers in 4 of their last 5 games, including Thursday. Kept it under 20. Only 18 today.
Broke a streak.
But, Josh had 4, so did Collin Sexton off the bench. Yeah. Matas had 3 turnovers. Even Trey Jones had 3 turnovers. Mm-hmm. Okoro had a couple. Mm-hmm. The Bulls still, as a team, 18 turnovers ain't great. I think you're usually comfortable with fewer than 15 over a 48-minute game. But the Bulls have not, obviously, been doing a great job protecting the basketball. But, again, like you said, Josh was turning the ball over and wasn't getting those assist numbers that we're used to seeing him get. That's
Yeah.
why I think it was a bit more concerning,
Yes.
if not
Very
alarming,
much so.
to just see that ratio, take a dip like that.
Agreed.
Still lots more to get to. Breaking down this game, we got to talk about Matas. We can talk about Sexton's performance off the bench if you want. We, of course, got to find out who the Goon of the Night is. Throw your Goon of the Night nominations in that live chat.
It's
It's
back.
been
It's
a
in there.
minute.
So, wow.
But Goon of the Night's back. We're also going to take a little quick preview of, or take a quick listen to what our chat with Tim Legler was this past Friday, in case you missed that. Hit the like button. It's free. We'll be right back. CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Bet365. And right now, new customers, when they download the Bet365 app and use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up and place your first $5 bet on anything, some hoops, some hockey, whatever you're feeling, win or lose that $5 bet doesn't matter, because as soon as that bet resolves, you are getting $200 in bonus bets. Either way, it's $200 free dollars for making a $5 bet. So what are you waiting for? You can use those bonus bet dollars on just about everything: spreads, totals, player props, futures, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the NBA Tip-Off Tuesdays offer. Every Tuesday NBA slate plays a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the safety net bet feature on Tuesday's NBA games and get up to $10 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Don't forget that promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Must be 21 and older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counsel and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goal in life is to get old. It's to go on those goals. Matt's getting there. He doesn't know who Jesser is.
Hey,
He's trying to figure it out.
right.
What does he do?
I'm old.
He's getting there. He's getting there, ladies and gentlemen. And you want to get there too. And you want your finances to get there as well. So guess who you need to help you? Old National Bank. From everyday checking to long-term planning and commercial banking, their team is here to build momentum and to help you move the ball forward. First down, Ben Johnson. He almost took his shirt off at the game. It all starts with a plan tailored for you by professionals that you trust. From simple tasks to bigger financial moments, you can count on us to coordinate your needs with steady, knowledgeable guidance that brings clarity and confidence to each and every step of the way. It's a partnership designed to help you feel supported, not just today, but well into that future, ladies and gentlemen. That is Old National Bank. Old National Bank, member FDIC, where relationships and results matter.
Who's Jesser? CHGO Bulls postgame roll along Sunday afternoon. Thanks for being here with us, Bulls Nation. Peck, Big Dave, our guy Joey C on the controls. Bulls win over the Bucks. Quick, fun announcement coming up later this week. Wednesday afternoon, we are doing a limited time crossover of merch with Free Agent. And we are going to have a pop-up shop right here in West Loop at Leaders, 1152 West Madison, from noon until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. That means awesome new merch. Joey can throw up a couple examples there you see on your screen.
Woo.
Oh, love that CHGO on the left.
Yeah, that's hard.
Plus you got the sweatshirt on the right. These are limited time items. When they are gone, they are gone. And we and some of our fellow CHGO hosts will be hanging out at that pop-up shop on Madison Avenue throughout the day on Wednesday, before and after our shows here in studio. I think we got a Wednesday pod at 4:30, so we'll probably pop over there before that.
Yep.
Maybe after that, TBD. But come on out, take advantage, get yourself some limited time merch. Shout out to Free Agent for the crossover.
Shout out to Free Agent for that as well. Also, big shout out to Leaders. If you don't know Leaders, that tells me two things about you. One, I do not trust you. And two, you are not from Chicago. And those are not two cool things. So get familiar if you haven't. Leaders is an institution. Shout out to them, man. And yeah, that should be real cool. Come on out Wednesday, hang out with us, man, and buy some really cool merch, some really limited merch that you can't get nowhere else. Like Matt said, once it's gone, it is gone.
Merch.
Out of there.
Check it out. Okay, so on the heels of our chat in the first block about Giddey and how well he played today, we talked to Tim Legler this past week about a variety of things. But one of the things we asked him was Giddey and the fit and potential fits with some of these new guards the Bulls brought in via trade, many of whom, if not all of whom, we don't know if they're going to be around beyond the final third of this season. So in case you missed it, here's that little clip of that convo. And Joey, if you have a second after we play, you could throw the link to that full Legler episode in that chat. Take it away. Take it
Of the guys that they brought in, a healthy Jaden Ivey, I would love to see next to Giddey. I don't know if we're going to get that. Aside from that, I would probably say Collin Sexton is probably the most natural fit. In a lot of ways, Collin Sexton is a lot like Kobe White. I mean, they're very similar. They're combo guards that can be – you put the ball in their hands, they can go score and get their own, or they're perfectly fine blending in off the ball as well. So I think from his game and style standpoint, probably fits the best with Giddey. But look, man, it's such a small sample size. You're going to have to wait and see. Honestly, you have to wait and see. This is a massive overhaul of a roster. And, the guards are the guys that have most responsibility, handling the ball all the time, making decisions, fitting in. And when you have that many new guys trying to find their way, and some are dealing with injuries at the same time, this is just, you can't give this anything other than an incomplete grade. I know there's some people in Chicago that are probably upset with the way it's panned out to this point, because you're looking at the team, you think, okay, maybe we weren't as good as we thought, but at least we know who we have. Now everything has been flipped, and you've got guys that you've gotten back that aren't even available to play, or you're wondering about are ever going to be a part of what you got going on in the future. So I get the frustration, but again, the answer is it's just too early to make judgment until you start to see a plan come a little bit clearer on the part of the Bulls and how they're going to utilize these guys and who they think could be a part of the future or who could be somewhere else next season.
That's the one and only Tim Legler. Mm-hmm. Always a pleasure when he swings by, gives us some of his time in his very busy schedule. Interesting answer to the who do you think could pair best with Giddey long-term question, Dave, in that he said, well, he would really like to see more of Ivy next to Giddey, but obviously right now, and by the way, shout out to checking it out as we checked out that little chat with Tim Legler. Checking it out, sponsored by Old National Bank. Every play matters, whether it's on the field or in your financial life. The best teams win by delivering excellence at every level. Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Dang. Member FDIC. So, yeah, checking out that answer from Legler. He also said, Collin Sexton. He also compared Collin Sexton to Kobe, which I think I can see shades of truth in that, but I don't think it's a exactly accurate science of player comp between those two.
Okay.
I also think Collin Sexton is just a bit more frenetic of a player than Kobe. Mm-hmm. We've seen Kobe go off, and we've seen Kobe at times deal with, being the lead guard of an offense, but more effective perhaps in a combo guard role or an off guard role. Mm-hmm. I just also not that I don't see the likelihood, I don't see the long-term purpose of Collin Sexton. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Collin Sexton could be a good long-term fit next to Josh Giddey? Because I'm not loving that idea.
Well, if you recall, man, we were watching the game, and I told you, I said, Giddey just found his running mate.
Yeah, you did say that.
You could see it. Like, honestly, you saw it for all the I forgot Tim Legler even said that. So shout out to me, him being on that wavelength. But you could see it by the way Sexton was playing. Giddey is used to, and I'm not going to say he likes. I don't know what he likes, but I know what he's used to. What he's used to is having somebody he can give the ball to and create their own, because he dealt with that with Kobe White, as Tim Legler just so accurately put it.
Yeah. So
he's used to having that guy saying, here's the basketball, go do your thing. And you saw him doing that with Matas, honestly, in this game. Here's the basketball, go do your thing. It's different. It's easier for him, or makes it more simple for him to have it as a two guard doing that thing for him. So watching Collin Sexton and how he played, I think fits Josh Giddey very well. And honestly, to Legler's point, that's also Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey is also a guy you give the basketball to, let him go cook, do his thing. And while Giddey was like, cool, I'll go get these rebounds, or I'll go, keep it spread and stay at the three-point line, any of those kind of ways, it fits around him. So, yes, I can see Collin Sexton fitting next to Josh Giddey. Do I want it? No. I don't want it that way. But that has more so to do with the future of the team than anything like that. But, yes, if we're talking this short term and what it is right now, yes, he absolutely fits with him.
Joey?
Yeah, we see some people saying it here in the chats, and I tend to agree with them. I guess my thing is Legs didn't go through every single player, right? But what am I missing with Anthony Simons and Giddey? Because I understand that the backcourt-wise, defensively, is not going to work. But I don't think it's going to really work with, frankly, Sexton. And if Ivy isn't healthy defensively, I don't think it's great either way. With Simons, though, I think you need to surround Giddey with shooters, right? Like, you see him, he drives, he kicks.
Yes.
And he finds stuff, he tries to do a little cross-court under the basket when he drives and finds guys in the corner.
Yeah.
I feel like Simons would be a good fit with Giddey. What do you think I'm missing with that besides maybe defensively?
Well, you just answered your own question, man.
That's it, right? Yeah.
And I think I said that early on when the Bulls brought in all these guards and all those trades. One of the first things that scared me was the thought of a Josh Giddey, Anthony Simons backcourt as like your future starting backcourt, just because of how many defensive problems that would present.
Yeah.
You're right, and that ideally Josh Giddey is playing with as many floor spacers as possible, because he can get that paint penetration and then loves to kick out. He also loves to find, shooters who are running to open spots in transition and get good looks at threes that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, the Bulls took nearly 50 threes today.
Yo, for real.
And Josh Giddey was slinging all kinds of open looks. I mean, that one cross-court time he had to Isaac Okoro from the right to the left, that's just like a great pass to an open shooter.
That's true.
Collin Sexton is a career 38.5% three-point shooter. He was shooting 39% for the first half of the season with Charlotte. So far with the Bulls, he's shooting 31.5%. So, I think Simons is much more confidently, you could say, a get hot from anywhere and knock it down from anywhere shooter. Mm-hmm. We've already seen examples of his pull-up from anywhere range, and his confidence and capability to do so. I do not like them as a defensive pairing.
No.
I also... This is not necessarily a knock on any of these guys, Simons or Ivy or Sexton.
Okay.
If you're talking about building a legitimately a legitimate contending team, I'm talking like deep playoff run caliber team. I'm talking championship contention team.
Okay.
If Josh Giddey is the better of your two backcourt pieces, I don't know what the ceiling of that team is.
Okay.
Or phrased another way, I don't think the ceiling of that team is very high.
Okay, that's fair.
You better have one of the best wing players in the game, or one of the best centers in the game.
Yeah.
If you're trying to bank on your future backcourt being Josh Giddey and fill in the blank any of the names of the players we're talking about.
Yeah, and that defense is a huge reason why.
Yikes.
That defense is tough. Like you said, anybody you named, Ivy, Simons, or Sexton, you're going to struggle defensively. So it's about who's the best one, and honestly, it's going to be Sexton, because I'm in that instance, Matt. I'm going with the try hard guy.
He does do that.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to try hard. Like, that's going to happen. Punch
Beating
yourself
himself
in the
over the
face.
head today.
That's right, man.
Like what?
Giving a finger to a rim out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to try and put in this effort to play defense. So yeah, you have to go with that kind of player in that sense. And you watch what he did even defensively in this game when he got that ball in the paint and he dribbled it and he knocked it off of the leg of the opposing player on the Bucks. Like, yeah, those things are effort plays and plus plays on defense, and you need as many plus plays as you can when you're not a great defensive backcourt. So Simons is definitely a minus in that backcourt. I don't like the pairing with him and Giddey, strictly based on the way Simon plays. I think the way Simon plays, he has to have the ball, and I feel like he has to kind of run it in a point guard kind of style. He's not a great point guard. He's not. But I feel like when he has the ball, he has to run it in that kind of style. Like, he can cross, he can get his own, he can do it like that, but I think he needs more space than a guy like Collin Sexton. Sexton just needs, like, give me a little inch, and I'm taking it. You know what I mean? And I'm going, and I'm going to go try to draw these foul, and I can get inside and I can get outside. And also, that's another factor of it, is Sexton will go inside. He will put his head down, and he's all about some force. You know what I mean? Out here, bro. So that'll get you to the free throw line also. So, yeah, I would choose him out of all those three. And Ivy is much more difficult because of the knee injury, and we haven't seen him be out there on the floor or have that time to get out there on the floor for us to have an accurate assessment of the fit of he has with Josh Giddey. But just based off of what we've seen, I think it is absolutely Collin Sexton for the remainder of the season. And after that, just me personally, I hope they move on from it and come with something else. But for the remainder of the season, I think it is Collin Sexton.
Quickly before we head to break, just a few people in the chat. Shout out to Rick Ski-Man, who said they're in the Philippines visiting and seeing more Bulls jerseys than anything else. Shout out to you. Hope you're enjoying the Philippines. I mean, if Bulls Nation in the Philippines is strong.
That is true.
A lot of Bulls fans in the Philippines.
They be
shout out to y'all.
They be repping.
Jason Ashland saying, I would much rather keep Simons over any of these other new guys. Thomas Banks saying, so we have to hope that Sexton doesn't want to come back? Well, guess what? I could see a reality where the Bulls offer him more money this summer than any other team.
Yeah.
Because the Bulls will have some money to spend.
I can see it too.
Jason Ashland saying, give me Simons. Thomas saying, though, Simons doesn't fit this team. Honestly, poor man Zach LaVine, just my opinion. I can see that comp.
Wow,
I
see that comp.
I really can. But
yeah.
also to say it doesn't fit this team, I think is a little bit silly. Because, like, fit what? What does this team have? Like, concretely, that you need to worry about fitting. If you're talking about Josh and Matas, okay. But, like, why not take an unexpected left turn if something better talent-wise presents itself? So, like, as far as fitting puzzle pieces, like, we got two, maybe. Let's knock out an ad break right there. When we come back, we'll talk about difference makers.
Yeah.
And hit that like button while you're at it. It's free.
It is.
While you listen to these ads, we'll be RB.
You want to start a business, don't you? I know. It's hard. People say it's difficult. Can't be done, all that stuff. How do I make money? Stop right there. You only need one thing and one thing only. Shopify, ladies and gentlemen. Paper. Shopify is that e-commerce platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States of America. Guess what? That's here. Shopify even powers the CHGO merch store, kapow, right on his person, ladies and gentlemen, powered by Shopify. They've got you covered with website creation, product descriptions, email and social media marketing, and much, much more. They also have AI tools designed to help you maximize all of your sales. So turn your big business idea into cold, hard paper with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial to start selling today at shopify.com/allcity. That's shopify.com/allcity.
CHGO Bulls also brought to you by Ray. New Chevy models are in store at Ray Chevrolet, and it's your chance to shop hot deals all month long during their auto show sales event. Stop in today and drive home with 0% financing for 72 months on all new Chevy models, or check out their selection of over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000.
Bang.
Deals on deals on deals. As one of the top-selling Chevy dealers in the entire Midwest, they're able to keep their prices competitive so you know you'll get a great deal. And with that raised price promise, you can shop confidently, knowing that the price you see is the price you're going to pay.
Bang.
No late fees, no checkout fees, no hidden fees, no add-ons, ever. That's the promise. So don't miss out on the auto show sales event going on all month long for 0% financing for 72 months on all new Chevrolet models. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or at raychevrolet.com. They've been serving the community
since when?
Since 1963. Bang. Together, let's drive. CHGO Bulls post game rolling along. Thanks for being here with us, Bulls Nation. Breaking down the Bulls win. That's right. I said win over the Milwaukee Bucks. What were you just saying about the Jazz during the ad break, Joey?
Oh, I was just noticing the Pelicans beat the Jazz twice this week. It's a bummer. They beat them last night.
Those pesky taking on there.
Oh,
also, shout out to our guy Juan Miller in the chat. I saw earlier asking for a tank spin. No, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
Not today.
Not today, my friend.
Today's a W.
That's a D.
You only get the tank spin.
That's right.
When it's an L and when there's 100 likes in that chat. Speaking of which, let's still try and get 100 likes.
Chaos.
Just because we're not getting a tank spin doesn't mean you can't hit the like button.
That is true.
Before we get to our game day difference maker, quick shout out to Tree Trexel in the chat.
He's banking on tank spins, this guy.
$5 super chat. Appreciate you. Saying, other than Sacramento, I don't see another win the rest of the way, fellas. Top 5, here we come.
Just talking about that. like the
so, yeah, they're
game.
playing the Kings. I think it's game 2 of their 5-game trip out west on Sunday, a week from today.
Correct.
The Bulls are very capable of winning that game.
No, it's game 3. It's game 3.
Game 3?
Uh-huh. They have the Suns on Thursday.
Right.
Oh, you're saying out west. I'm counting OKC.
Yeah. OKC, they're still
but
home.
OKC is here.
Yeah, yes. OKC, they're still home. That's the homestand finale.
Game 2.
That's right. I can see the Bulls winning that game. I could also see the Bulls losing that game. Like, it's a toss-up. You think that there's maybe a little bit of extra motivation from DeMar or Zach? I mean, those poor guys. Well, so Zach's done for the year.
Zach's done. Right.
As is Sabonis.
Yeah.
As is, I think, Keegan Murray now.
Yep.
The Kongs have no Kongs left.
Yeah, they're Konging.
But yeah, maybe it's just like a classic DeMar 40 burger.
Yeah. Mid-range to death.
But I think
that's what's about to happen.
Like, even like as far back as a week or a week plus ago, maybe when it was at the All-Star break and we were examining teams post All-Star break schedule, I think somebody pointed out the Bulls were only favored in one game the rest of the year, and it was that Kings game. So, hey,
Hey,
showed them with this Bucks result today.
suck it.
I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
8 points. Fourth quarter.
An 8-point fourth quarter. Like, my God.
Let it sink in, man.
There was a legit lid on the basket.
Seriously,
that
bro.
was nuts.
Oh, it was tough.
It makes that 42-16 third quarter look like an offensive explosion.
Double them up.
Explosion.
You guys only managed 8 in a quarter? That's embarrassing. We
Yeah.
got 16 at least.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, they didn't even reach 100, like 97 points. Like, it was just a tough scoring night for the Milwaukee Bucks, man. What did they shoot from three?
37% from the field.
Oh, my
If
God.
that's what you're asking.
28% from three. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Because it felt like it. It definitely felt like it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
good news
tough.
for the Bucks. They do have the Jazz coming up on their schedule this Saturday.
Okay.
They got the Hawks this week. Maybe there's a winnable game for them there. For the love of God, Bucks, get some wins.
Yeah.
Because we can't
Do it for Giannis.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get to our Game Day difference makers, Dave. Game Day difference maker presented by Game Day Men's Health. Better father, better husband, better man. Go to Game Day Men's Health. Visit GameDayCHGO.com to find locations closest to you. How about I kick us off with a little shout out to Leonard Miller? 27 minutes off the bench. Let's
Yes,
go.
yes.
Obviously, as I mentioned before, no Patrick still and no Jalen Smith dealing with their respective injuries. So the Bulls front court was a bit shorthanded. And Leonard Miller, 15 points and 5 boards, also chipped in 4 assists and a couple of blocks. A team best, plus 38 off the bench. He did have a couple of, like, shake your head moments, like that one where he was bringing the ball up the floor and then, like, instead of crossing half court, just like took a hard right turn right before crossing half court, and then like flirted with crossing, and like he was like daring the refs to call an 8-second rule. Picked up his dribble like with 1 foot behind and 1 foot over the half court. Like I don't know what the heck that was about.
Yeah.
But he, like, you know, he had a couple of really solid takes to the basket tonight, I thought. Again, we were talking about this on Thursday night. No reason not to play Leonard Miller more minutes right now.
Zero reason.
This is a young guy. Still a lot unknown about his potential in this league. You brought him in one of your many pre-deadline trades. And yes, Patrick is out right now. And yes, Jalen is out right now.
Yes.
But even if and when they come back, I think they should keep playing this guy.
What I like about Miller, one, I found out he was left-handed
Hey-o.
today, so shout out to that, is I feel him when he's on the floor. It's the best compliment I can give to a guy who's just trying to figure it out and get some playing time. I feel him when he's on the floor. I notice him when he's on the floor. And I mean that positively when I say I notice him on the floor. But he plays like a really solid NBA kind of game. Like nothing is over the moon, but everything is kind of right on the average or above average for what he does. The three-point shooting that he has, he was 2 for 4, boom. The field goals, 6 of 8, boom. Like rebounder, solid, 5.
Yep.
Assist, solid, 4. Steal, yup. How about a couple blocks with it? Sure. And that's the other thing we've noticed him do, Matt, in the last game is he fills up a stat sheet.
Yep.
And that's how you, again, how I say you get noticed out there on the floor in a positive way is when you're filling up a stat sheet, man. That is how it works and how it goes, bro. And that's really dope for a young man who's trying to find his way. And also, like I said, a team high plus 38 was that young man on the floor. So, no, shout out to him. All the minutes, not some, not half, not 3/4. All of the minutes is what he should be getting out there and has earned minutes for when those guys get back. Like, Billy I think he's earned those minutes, bro. Like, it's not just gifting him things and seeing and figuring it out. No, he's helping you. And not just helping you as far as evolving his game, but helping you actually get wins.
Yeah.
He's doing that. And Billy Donovan, I'm sure, loves that very, very much. So,
I mean, like, take a random sampling of one game out of any random 20. What is the likelihood that Pat gives you 15 and 5? Seriously.
I don't know, Jim.
Jalen Terry, too. I mean, Julian Phillips, I mean, we were running these wings out all year, and Leonard Miller already flashing.
Already flashing.
More than I think any of those guys did.
That's fair. That's very fair to say. Difference maker. So there was one guy I feel is an obvious one. I'm not going to go with him.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Nick Richards.
Oh, God.
Difference maker, Nick Richards. The name of Nick Richards shall be resting on the lips of all Bulls fans this evening. He was noticeable. You felt Nick Richards out there. And why do I put him at the difference maker? Because of that damn alley-oop dunk that he had out there tonight. Damn. That was nasty. All right?
Filthy.
Just disgusting. And something you're going to watch over and over again, honestly. Like, he got up there. And the pass where Giddey threw it, you have to be athletic to get that.
Yep.
And you have to be more athletic to dunk that.
Yeah.
That was impressive, bro. Like, that will lead
And
to
earlier in the game,
trust.
Giddey
That
had
will lead to trust.
an aggressive outlet pass to Richards that Richards didn't track down, couldn't quite corral. So you're wondering, okay, Josh still said, I'm going to give you another shot at a pass this challenging.
Again, and I'm glad you brought that up, Matt, because that is Giddey figuring out what you can do and what you can't do on the floor.
Right.
So that pass that you brought up, you were like, oh, come on, man, KYP. And I'm like, well, no, he's got to throw that. Like, he doesn't know what Nick Richards can and can't do out there on the floor. So he's like, oh, okay, I can't do that. Okay, how about we do this right here? Oh, I can do this. Okay, bet. Memory bank, it's right there. We'll move on, and I know what to do from now on as we keep going. So, but just a really awesome dunk, making himself seen, making himself noticeable. Got to the line 4 times with the 7 rebounds and the 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field. I mean, he's cool. He doesn't do everything right out there on the floor. Well, I promise you that. But, man, when he does do it right, it's noticeable, and that is key. And he is another one that is going to get more minutes on the floor, even when Jalen and Patrick come back. He's going to continue to get minutes out there on the floor, man, because if you can get comfortable with the starting point guard and get acclimated with that, that's going to keep you on the floor, bro, because they're going to do whatever it takes to try to get them some wins.
Honorable mention to Matas, who did have himself a 20-point night. 7 boards also, had a couple of really strong blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, man, those were impressive blocks.
Yeah.
I
love seeing that.
I thought, again, today it was a bit of a mixed bag for Matas.
Yeah.
Saw him make some mistakes, saw him try some things that didn't work, and then a couple of really nice takes to the bucket, and then also went 4 of 9 from downtown.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm going to harp on, that one possession, and I know you know where I'm going with this, Dave.
Come on.
I think it was mid-second quarter.
Come on. Yeah.
He's been going through his legs a lot recently, trying to get those handles a little bit tighter, trying to find ways to break down his one-on-one defenders off the dribble, and he had it. He went through the legs, he created space, and he was just, I don't know, maybe a step back from the free throw line, right in front of said free throw line, and you saw him pick up his dribble and start to go into a shooting motion and then stop himself and then drag his foot and then nearly travel and then tried to force some pass out to the left wing. I can't remember which one of his teammates was out there, or Coro maybe, but the pass wasn't exactly clean. It was delayed because of his mind games that he lost a battle to himself with playing mind games. It was a forced shot. It wasn't a clean shot. It was an empty possession. He had all the space in the world that he created with his handles to just rise and fire from 15 feet. And he didn't, and it drove me crazy, and I know it drove you crazy too.
Brandon, bills me, please, Matt.
I got it.
Thank you very much.
There's a twofer.
Absolutely drove me absolutely mind-blowing insane. I was quite upset at that, all right? Because, again, and I'm going to say it again and again and again and again and again, it ain't about his handles. It ain't about him doing that stuff out there. We know he needs to work on those things out there on the floor. We get that stuff. It's when he actually clears the damn space and he has the opportunity within rhythm to take that shot, and he doesn't do it. Because I said when he doesn't do that, it will always lead to a negative play. Because what you left out of that part was what happened right after that. Was the Bucks getting the ball, going down, and nailing a 3-point shot. That's a negative play. So the turnover leading to them getting 3 points, that is called a 5-point swing, ladies and gentlemen.
Ew.
All because he did not take the shot. Listen, handles, yes. Got to work on it, sure. Even getting to the level of a DeMar or a KD or whoever else you want to mention in the mid-range is not what I'm saying or where I'm going with this. I'm saying when it's open, when it's available to you, you have to take the shot to keep the floor balanced and the rhythm right. This reminds me of the rookie season of one Patrick Williams. I remember that rookie season where he would not take a three-point shot, Matt. He would get a three and hesitate all day.
Yep.
He wouldn't take it. He would just, I don't know. I don't think I should. I don't think I should. I don't think I should. He does it all now. A little too late. He does it all now, right now. But that's what bothers me so much is that the young man, clearly, that's a part of his game. Clearly.
Yeah.
It's a part of his rhythm and a part of his game and a part of just what makes him the basketball player he is getting that to the spot, clearing the space, getting all this room, and then just popping the J. Watching him do things out of rhythm, man, is what is destroying my brain and what I continue to be upset about. And I'm damn sure going to continue to be upset about it until he gets comfortable again with it, man. Because for me, it's hurting him and it's hurting the team. All right? If you want to have your guy being at this level that we want him to be at, like, oh, man, helping us wins and get these wins, then he has to do everything that he does well so he can help this team move forward, so he can help himself move forward, man. Adding that arsenal to his game will only make him better because it's already there. It's already something he does. That's why it's foreign to him to stop and to not know what to do. That's why he looks so like, oh, man, I don't know what's going on. Because he doesn't. Because what he does is clear it and shoot it. I'm not asking him to fade away when he shoots it. I'm not asking him to shoot it over three people. I'm not asking for none of that. I'm saying when you get there and it's there, simply take it. That's all I'm asking him to do and for what he needs to be allowed to do.
And, yeah, I mean, well said. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach continuing to watch him hesitate in those moments where he does use his handles to create some space in that area of the floor and then refuse to shoot. And we all know why.
And we all know
That's
why.
Like it's not because he's afraid to shoot.
Right.
It's because he's afraid that him shooting that will lead to
What's up?
which is ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, I mean, do we see who's out there playing?
Yeah.
Do we see what this team is right now? I get the whole holding players to a standard and accountability and this and that and coaching winning culture. Look, we all know what the situation is right now. Matas, I think, is – I'm not saying I don't want Billy to still coach him hard. I do. I think Matas still wants him to coach him hard. And we've seen some modest progress, but progress on what Matas is able to do on the floor.
Yeah.
And the weapon that he can be on both ends. But the really, really harsh, like, oh, if I take this shot and Billy doesn't like it, I'm going to get benched. That has to be over now.
Yeah.
Has to be over.
Has to be done, bro.
Like,
seriously. I need him to be done with that, bro. Like,
Right.
he's got to have that confidence, Joey.
He's got
C.
like a shock collar, I think I was saying during the game.
Yeah,
Or like
ankle
an ankle bracelet. Like
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
the mid-range, beep, 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 back up, or
Back
move
up.
forward, or pass ball. Like
I think it's
$200 fine.
it's in the back of his mind, dude.
Yeah, bro. Clearly.
100%.
Clearly it's there.
And whereas, as you were saying earlier, Billy really wanted to win this game today. He was
man.
done with the league.
Yeah.
So, parentheses, I don't think we mentioned this yet. Dillingham played 5 minutes in this game. But another young player, a newcomer, has been trying to find his footing. He's been a total mixed bag. Sometimes he does stuff that you're like, wow. And then sometimes he does stuff where you're like, hey,
Wow.
so, like, okay, if Billy doesn't trust Rob Dillingham to play big minutes in a winnable game yet, okay, fine.
Sure.
Different scenario
Yeah.
than Matas at this point.
Correct.
Like, dude, Matas is your co-franchise player with Josh Giddey right now.
Right. He is.
So treat him and play him like he freaking is.
That's all we saying.
And let him shoot a freaking shot
Just shoot it, please.
from where he wants to on the floor when he's created a good look in rhythm.
That's it. That's all we saying.
Also, shout out to Captain Matas talk for the day. Nick Richards had a filthy alley-oop that he finished from that nice lob from Josh Giddey. Matas, oh my God, when he went baseline on that really great backdoor cut and threw that down.
Yeah, bro.
Without touching the rim.
No, he did not.
He was just above the rim.
Yep.
And said, Blake Griffin.
That's it.
Dwight Howard. Andre Jordan. Dwight Howard.
Yes, man.
Oh, man.
It was great.
Ooh, I loved it.
Yes, it was awesome,
loved
bro.
it.
No, we want to see more of those things happen for young Matas Buzelis, man. And it's good that we're seeing that comfort level
Yeah.
from Matas right there. It's great to see. His comfort level is already at the 3-point line, and clearly he's having a comfort level in the paint. It's just one more hurdle to cross, man, and he'll be on point.
Whew. It's about that time, Dave. Should we
About that
find out
time, Matt.
who a certain award
I feel
winner
like
is?
it's that time. Let's see if we still rusty.
Get
We
them
ain't done
noms
this
going
a
in the
minute,
chat,
man.
yo.
Joey say, can you smack him in the face one
See
time?
if this vid still works.
To beat the man, you gotta beat the man. I'm the man.
Goon of the night is back in business, baby. And all its splendor and glory. See it right here, man. Goon of the night. Shout out Elimination Chamber and all the people who was watching there.
Hey, yo.
Very wrestling inspired belt right here. Yes, this is it. Y'all know how it goes. Well, you might have forgotten because it's been a while. This doesn't go always to the best player. Sometimes it doesn't even go to a player. Sometimes it doesn't even go to somebody on the floor. But it has to go to someone who is worthy of being a goon. We all about that life with this belt. Look at it. That's why the tape, see the things it's been through. Goon of the night. You got to earn this, baby. You got to earn it. Matt Peck, who is your goon of the night?
Look, I could give some love to either Matas or Richards for those ridiculous dunks they had. I'll do that, but I'm not going to nominate him. I could give some love to Collin Sexton for his 22-point game off the bench and all of the ridiculous goonish stuff that we saw him do tonight.
Yes.
He got in a fight with himself.
He did.
He was punching his own skull.
Yes, he was.
Hope the CTE hasn't taken hold yet. He also tried to pick a fight with the stanchion under the basket.
He did. He won.
Stared that thing down long and hard.
Punched it hard, too.
He is, as I believe I told you, I've already called him the Andre Drummond of guards.
You did.
Because there's Jekyll and Hyde. There's good crazy and bad
Very
crazy.
brilliant.
You never know what you're going to get.
Very brilliant.
I think I also today dubbed him Kirkland Pat Bev. And not because of his game and what he does on the floor basketball-wise, but just his I'm a crazy intense player guy and probably talk way too much and am way too amped up for the level of quality basketball that I contribute to team winning. He's Kirkland Pat Bev. But he's not getting my nom.
Oh.
Co-nominations. Scottie Pippen
Yeah.
and Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Scottie, great to see you in the building, man.
It was.
Legend of legends. He said no thanks to being in the inaugural class of the Ring of Honor. Couldn't make it to D-Rose retirement night. Did contribute to the video package they put together.
He did.
Love to see that.
Always.
He used to be a team ambassador. I think he was a little less than pleased with the paycheck he was getting for that gig because, Jerry, cheap, etc. So he hasn't been around. Back in the D-Rose days, he was at a couple home games every month.
He was.
It's been a minute since that's been the case. It's been a minute since we have seen Scottie Pippen in that building.
True.
Building where he won 3 chips.
True.
It's almost shocking to see him there.
Yeah.
But you love it.
You do.
You love to see it from this franchise's second greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
And similarly, nice to know what a little bit of winning feels like to have Ben Johnson in the building.
Oh.
The fake shirt removal? Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
There is one coach in this city that is winning aggressively and talking that you-know-what right now, and it is Ben freaking Johnson.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson. Shout out Braggs. That man. Nice to see some winning vibes in that building.
Felt good.
I hope the Bulls are relevant again sometime. Hopefully not before too long. They are not right now. But the Bears sure as hell are.
Yes.
And it was nice to see their coach in that building having some fun at a Bulls game. Shout out, Ben. Bear down. Shout out, Scotty.
They're relevant, and the 90s Bulls will always be relevant.
Always.
Joey
Keeps
C.
people in the building.
Yes. Who is your goon of the night? Keeps
Great
the lights
call.
on.
I was thinking about Ben Johnson because everything he seems to touch in this city right now seems to turn. And every time he prepares to take his shirt off, good things seem to happen. So I'm all for it. Look, how is this? I mean, I just got to – this is Collin Sexton, in my opinion. It just is, right? Like, when that type of energy in a player on a team can really go kind of two different ways,
Sure.
right? Like one, it can completely galvanize you as a fan. If he is the opponent, it can be incredibly grating and frankly kind of annoying. And because of all the losing going on, that type of energy can kind of come off the wrong way. But I will just say that on a day like today, if they're going to rip off a 27-0 run in the second half, that type of energy I think worked today. And Peck, man, you're right. He was slamming his fist into his head. And you know what? There was a relentless energy, I think, that the Bulls took to that second half to knock off the 11-game losing streak. And I think it was probably the best game that Collin Sexton has played as a Bull, probably.
True.
So on a day like today, yeah, like I liked how Matas played.
Yeah,
I will say that. I
okay.
think there's a lot to improve upon,
Sure.
but quietly scoring 20 points, a couple of those blocks were absolutely awesome. Like, he at least is, like, raising the floor of that consistency a little bit. But,
Yeah.
Big Dave, I got to go Collin Sexton today. That's my
Okay. Not mad. I think these are amazing choices that these young men have made. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. All the splendor and glory that you can handle.
Dust that thing off.
Right here, man. But your goon of the night is a tie.
Oh!
It's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tie. It's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, yes, Collin Sexton. Are we serious?
Sexton.
Not even just for tonight, but for the other things he did leading up to this. The Bulls were losing, but the goonly behavior of this young man. The man flipped off a rim. All right? Are we serious out here?
On a missed
He
free throw.
flipped off a rim.
inanimate object.
He got fined for it. All right? Like, what? Come on. That stuff is what this is made for. And, of course, the other thing we saw him do tonight, like you mentioned, punching the stanchion, just the overall height. He was like that from the moment he was into the game,
Yeah.
all right? He was charged and ready to go. He is like that consistently. He is why Goon of the Night is made. So, yes, half of this goes to Collin Sexton.
Respect.
The other half, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Ben Johnson.
Yeah. Let's go.
Because
Let's go.
not only did he almost take the shirt off, but as I told Matt, what game did Ben Johnson show up to tonight? Who was the opponent? Well, it was the Milwaukee Bucks.
That team from Wisconsin.
Well, look at there. I show up.
Never let it run. Never let it run. You're good, get better. You better get better.
He showed up.
Bears
ladies
on
and
3,
gentlemen.
1, 2, 3, Bears.
He showed up
Let's play tomorrow.
when they're playing Milwaukee. That
Dude,
is petty.
I love it.
And he did that purposely. In my head,
Such a great point, dude.
he did
That's
that
such a great
purposely,
point.
dog. You show up to this game of all games to show up to? You showing up to when we play up Milwaukee? No. It was petty, and I love it every minute of it. That is what that is about, okay? So, yes, Ben Johnson, you get the other half of Goon of the Night. Congratulations to both of those gentlemen out there. Oh, man.
You just
Petty.
discovered a really great, like, you know how people track Santa sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
A Ben Johnson tracker basically is just, when does a Wisconsin team come into our fair city
Right.
to play one of our teams?
Right.
This is a good shot, Ben Johnson.
Yeah, man.
He will
Shout
be there.
out.
He will be there.
He will be there. Cubs Brewers 120 Club. Shout out.
Dude, he showed up to a Brewers game. Oh, look. Come on, bro. You know it's going to be for real. He is serious about this stuff out here. I love it.
That is both the first nomination and first partial victory for both Collin Sexton and Ben Johnson
Yes.
in Goon of the Night category
Well
for
done,
the
sir.
25-26 Bulls season.
Well done.
Still leading after a month break from this award being handed out. It is a three-way tie between Billy Donovan, Nikola Vucevic.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. A four-way tie. Isaac Okoro and Matas Buzelis.
Yeah. I like this. Shout out Billy Donovan for being up in there.
Shout out to him.
Shout out. Well
Real
done.
quick shout out to ISO Noah who threw us a super chat saying Ben Johnson the GOAT. That's right. Let's go get that Super Bowl
Let's go
next
get that,
season,
man.
shall we?
Let's go get it.
We'll get out of here before, let's all go enjoy our Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Got that one done. Nice little Sunday matinee.
In, out. On with
Go
your
to be
night.
back with us tomorrow, live pod 4:30 Central Time. Join us then. Big Dave Bow, BWL Sports. I'm Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO Bulls. Shout out to our guy, King of the Controls, one and only Joey C. Follow him at Joey Sports Guy. Also, tune in to CHGO Cubs on the regular. Also, make sure you're tuning into that coverage out of spring training later this coming week. We're going to be there too. We're going to Phoenix. That's new news. That's fun. That's right. Also, Bulls, congrats on getting that 11-game losing streak over with. Beware the mids of March.
Oh, man.
We don't need that, okay?
Dug it in.
Got it out of the way. Let's calm down.
Sneak in some Billy Shakes.
I cannot handle another mids of March, all right? Can't do it. Love you, Bulls Nation. Thanks for tuning in today and every time. Appreciate you. Hit the like button on your way out if you haven't done it yet. Also, if you want more CHGO sports talk, CHGO Blackhawks still going with their postgame show right across the hall. Tune into that. We will talk to you tomorrow. See you, Rep. Be good.
Love y'all, man. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.